The ketogenic diet, often called the keto diet, has become one of the most talked about approaches to weight loss and health in recent years. At its core, it is a low-carbohydrate, high-fat diet designed to shift the body's primary source of energy from glucose to fat. Normally, when you eat carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose, which becomes your main fuel. However, when carbohydrate intake is drastically reduced, your body enters a metabolic state known as ketosis, where it begins to burn fat for energy instead. This shift is what gives the ketogenic diet both its appeal and its controversy. One of the most widely recognized benefits of the ketogenic diet is weight loss. Because the body is using fat as its main energy source, many people experience a reduction in body fat over time. Additionally, the diet tends to reduce appetite. High-fat and moderate-protein foods are more satiating, meaning they help you feel full longer. This can naturally lead to consuming fewer calories without the constant struggle of hunger. For many individuals, this appetite suppression is one of the main reasons they are able to stick with the diet compared to traditional calorie-restricted plans. Another important benefit is improved blood sugar control. By significantly reducing carbohydrate intake, the ketogenic diet minimizes spikes in blood glucose levels. This can be especially beneficial for people with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. Some studies suggest that the diet may help lower HbA1c levels and reduce the need for certain medications under medical supervision. The steady energy levels that come from burning fat instead of relying on quick sugar highs and crashes can also improve focus and mental clarity for some individuals. Beyond weight loss and blood sugar control, the ketogenic diet has been studied for its potential neurological benefits. It was originally developed as a treatment for epilepsy, particularly in children who do not respond well to medication. The diet has been shown to reduce the frequency of seizures in some cases. Researchers are also exploring its potential role in managing other neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and even certain mental health disorders. While these areas are still being studied, the connection between metabolism and brain function is becoming increasingly clear. The ketogenic diet may also improve certain markers of heart health, although this is where things become more complex. Some people experience an increase in HDL, often referred to as good cholesterol, and a decrease in triglycerides. These changes are generally seen as positive. However, the diet can also lead to an increase in LDL cholesterol in some individuals, which is often associated with a higher risk of heart disease. The type of fats consumed plays a major role here. Diets rich in healthy fats like avocados, nuts, and olive oil tend to produce better outcomes compared to those high in processed and saturated fats. Despite these potential benefits, the ketogenic diet is not without its risks and challenges. One of the most common short-term side effects is known as the keto flu. When the body transitions into ketosis, people may experience fatigue, headaches, dizziness, irritability, and nausea. This happens as the body adjusts to using fat for fuel instead of carbohydrates. While these symptoms are usually temporary, they can be uncomfortable and discouraging for beginners. Another concern is nutrient deficiency. Because the ketogenic diet restricts many carbohydrate-rich foods such as fruits, whole grains, and certain vegetables, it can be difficult to get enough essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber. This can lead to digestive issues like constipation and may impact overall health if the diet is not carefully planned. Including low-carb vegetables and possibly supplementing certain nutrients can help address this issue, but it requires attention and effort. Long-term sustainability is another challenge. The strict limitations on carbohydrates can make the diet difficult to maintain over time, especially in social situations or cultures where carb-rich foods are a staple. Many people find themselves cycling on and off the diet, which can lead to weight fluctuations and frustration. Consistency is key for any dietary approach, and the restrictive nature of keto can be a barrier for some individuals. There are also potential risks for certain groups of people. Individuals with kidney disease, liver conditions, or a history of eating disorders should approach the ketogenic diet with caution. High protein intake can strain the kidneys, and the increased fat metabolism can be taxing on the liver. Pregnant or breastfeeding women are also generally advised to avoid strict ketogenic diets unless supervised by a healthcare professional. It is always important to consult with a doctor or nutritionist before making significant changes to your diet, especially one as drastic as keto. Another issue that often goes overlooked is the quality of food choices. Not all ketogenic diets are created equal. Some people interpret keto as an excuse to consume large amounts of processed meats, butter, and cheese while neglecting vegetables and healthier fat sources. This approach can increase inflammation and negatively impact long-term health. A well-balanced ketogenic diet should emphasize whole, nutrient-dense foods rather than heavily processed options. In conclusion, the ketogenic diet offers a range of potential benefits, from weight loss and improved blood sugar control to possible neurological advantages. However, it also comes with risks such as nutrient deficiencies, side effects during adaptation, and challenges with long-term adherence. Like any diet, its effectiveness and safety depend largely on how it is implemented and whether it aligns with an individual's lifestyle, health status, and goals. Rather than viewing keto as a one-size-fits-all solution, it is more useful to see it as one of many dietary tools available. The key is finding a balanced, sustainable approach to eating that supports both physical health and overall well-being. At the end of the day, the ketogenic diet isn't a magic solution, it's a tool. For some people, it can be incredibly effective for weight loss, better energy, and improved blood sugar control. But for others, it can feel restrictive, difficult to maintain, or even lead to unwanted side effects. The real question isn't whether keto works, it's whether it works for you. Your lifestyle, your health, and your long-term goals should always come first. Instead of chasing trends, focus on building habits you can actually sustain. Because the best diet isn't the most extreme one, it's the one you can stick to while staying healthy and feeling your best. If you found this helpful, stay tuned for more content that breaks down health and nutrition in a simple, honest way.